So for the bridling, you're gonna want to stand on this side of the horse. I already unclipped one of his cross ties, and just because he has been a little bit spooky because it is the first couple times we've been riding him this year, I'm just gonna hook his halter up to his neck and unhook the other cross tie, just so if he were to spook or something, he wouldn't hurt himself. So if you have the cross tie on his neck, connected to him while it's on his neck, that can severely hurt him. You're good. Now for him, I am using a tie down because he gets a little bit crazy. And yes, I do have a matching green strap from our other stuff, but it's really dirty, so I need to wash it, so I'm just using a pink one today. I'll make sure that's fitted nicely to him onto the bridle. So there are two other bridles to use. There's the standard bit bridle, and there's a hackamore. So here's the hackamore that I use a lot of the times for him. For barrel races, he uses a bit, but just for now, for riding, he uses a hackamore. So whenever I just warm him up for barrels, I still use a hackamore, just so he doesn't get all antsy, because in a bit he gets all antsy. So yeah, at this point in time, you can take off the halter. Oh, come here, big boy. I'll just set that in my bucket. So yeah, for the hackamore, he's a little weird about it, just because he likes to open his mouth and stuff. So sometimes, since he's been fidgety lately, I'm gonna put it down to the loosest hole, so it's not super tight around his ears until I tighten it after it's already on, because he just likes that better. So I'm just gonna put it on the loosest hole. And yes, it does have a shank on it because he is a barrel horse, and if he were to take off at some point, I need some control. So at this point in time, since it is a hackamore and it goes higher, I'm gonna take off the tie-down strap, just set that on him right there. I'm just gonna slide it right on over his nose, over the noseband. And actually, since he's been doing pretty good lately, I'm just gonna take off the tie down just for warm ups, and I'll put it on when I put the bit on. I'll just take this right off then. And because he's a very smart horse. He knows when he has a tie down on it and a bit, he knows he's gonna go do some barrel racing. So don't want him to take off while I have a hackamore on. That'd be bad. So let's put that there. As you can see, this is very loose because it's the way he likes it. A lot of people will put their hackamore here. This is wrong. Get about your head. This is wrong. This is too low on him. If you were to pull his head, it'll hurt him. You want it to be up here. So I'm gonna put up probably 2 more holes on this side, and just see how it is if I do it on the other side too. And I can probably bring this up 1 more hole on one of the sides. This should be good on this side. Do 1 more over here. Yeah, there's that. And you want to make sure it does have a curb chain on it. Mine does. You want to make sure if you were to pull back, the curb chain will stop. Since I rode him in this a while ago, it is fitted to him, so the curb chain is at the right length. Here, bud. Curb chain is right under here, and it's the loosest it is, and it's not even that tight. It's the point where I pull back a little bit. I'm just gonna put this loose for 1 more. Just want it to be comfortable on him. And since this is used for hackamore, this came with it, but with any other head stall, this you would want to be down here for a bit, like it is on my bridle, the bit. So yeah, that's that. It does have shanks and stuff. So yeah, that's basically the tacking up part of it. Want to make sure the curb chain is on there. And I use these gaming reins. I'm just going to put them really quick. I use them. These are not his show reins. His show reins are like half this length. His show reins stop about right here. Up. His barrel reins, I mean, like stop about halfway up here. So I have total control of him at a show. Not bad. So I just use these for my bit when we're working on barrels, and then also for the hackmore, because it's easy to just transfer from the bit to the hackmore, and that'll be fun. And then while I'm going up, let's move my camera down here. A little bit more. There we go. And since I am going to be using the hackmore, because I'm using hackmore for warm-ups, I am also bringing the bridle though for actual barrels. So I'm just gonna put the bridle and tie down right on over the horn. But just to show you how to do a bit, I'm just gonna take his hackmore off really quick and just show you how to do the bit, because I have plenty of time. So again, you know, same concept. I'm just gonna do the reins really quick. And you know, he's a good boy. He stands still, so I don't have to worry about him walking away. Again, he gets kind of weird, so I'm just gonna unclip it totally. I'll just hook this up right here. So yeah, for the bridle, mine has a brow band and a throat latch. There's lots of different ones. One year is like the hackmore. There's some with none. So this one has a throat latch and a brow band. You're gonna unclip the throat latch, and then on him, I'm just gonna loosen it on each side. And it's almost to the loosest part on this bit for him. So yeah, put it on the loosest on each side. I'm gonna put the reins over my head, over my shoulder, and here, bud. I'm gonna go like this and put my hand over his head so I have control of him if he wants to go up, and grab the brow band. Put my fingers like this into the bit so I can spread the bit. It's gonna be like this. I can spread it. Here, Easy. Yeah, I think his name is Easy if you didn't know. Just gonna spread it, and he's usually pretty good about taking the bit. So some horses, they don't, you just kind of put right there with the gums. And that's that. And I'm just gonna tighten it to where it's gonna go later. And obviously, you know, I'm gonna have to tie it on later. It's still really loose, but I don't really need, so you need to tighten it and make them all antsy, just to show you guys. Then you're gonna put this on, and this does not need to be tight. I usually like to say, you know, have 4 fingers fit comfortably like this. You don't want it to be super tight and like choke him. It's just to kind of help keep it on. You don't want him to like throw his head or something and have it fall off. Because if he were to throw his head like this,